I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to the channel. Just working on my 1995 Chrysler Intrepid, Dodge Intrepid if you're in the States. Just changing the headlight switch. If you want to see how to do that, it's pretty easy. Plus, I'm going to show you there's actually bulbs in it. Maybe you have a burned out bulb and that's what you're trying to replace. I don't know if they're replaceable, but I'll show you they are take-outable, if that's actually a word. Plus, if you want to have some fun, why not put in the comments what this hubcap is from? I know a lot of people are asking about that. Let's get right to the video. So with the driver's door open, I'm going to pull this fuse panel trim off. It should just pop out, but I'm going to use the trim tool. There it is. So it's got a couple of clips. See some of the top. There's one on that side. One there, and of course there's one on the bottom. They're pretty good clips, so it's not going to fall off, or it shouldn't. And on the left side of the switch there, if you're in North America, should be a screw in there. I guess if you're, somewhere else where they drive on the right side of the road, that'll be on the other side, but we're on the driver's side. How's that? This piece also clips in close to the steering column, so I'm going to use a little pry tool here to pry it out. Non-marring tool. I'll actually put a link in the description. Use these a lot. A little better than using a screwdriver. It shouldn't damage anything. Alright, so we got that off, and there's screws hidden behind there. Here's a clip here again. I just didn't want to break it. I guess if you were very careful with your fingers you could pry it, but I didn't want to take a chance. So through the steering wheel, seemed to be the easiest with the length of screwdriver I had. I just kind of went through there, got at the Phillips screw, and loosened it. Be careful it doesn't fall anywhere. Actually, it can only fall on the ground. There it is. Here's your typical Phillips screw. Now there's two more on this side. Trying to block your view. Get that one out. Get the second one out. Pretty easy to get at this. We've got some bonus footage though. We're going to take a look inside this thing. Well, not completely inside it, but... So how does it unhook? A lot of wires going into it. It's got these little tabs. Both of them are different. Like the one connector and the other connector. Completely different. Let's try this one. It looks like the easiest. If I can just gently pry those fingers away and pull up. A teeny bit easier without a camera in front of you. The camera's where my face should be. And that came out. And you can't mix these up either, and they're pretty hard to flip them upside down. So let's go to the back of this thing. You can see the way these fingers are a little different. Gently. I don't want to bend them too much because it probably will snap. Then a person will have some trouble. Just use a screwdriver here, just move it enough that move and push without breaking it. This car is pretty old already. It's 95. Like the plastic should be getting a little brittle. Do the other side as well. Same kind of thing. And then give it a good wiggle. I thought I could pry somewhere else to get it apart, but there's not enough grip. It's coming out though. Couple more wiggles and it should come out. I was going to show you how hard it was just in case you're having some trouble. There we go. Thanks for your patience. Good, so that's out. You can skip this part if you want, but I'm just going to show you there's actually bulbs in this thing that actually come out. Now, I tried to find them just to see, where can you buy them from, but I don't know if you can. Like they must have them somewhere. But anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. I don't think the bulb actually comes out of this little socket that it's in either. My fingernails aren't very long, but it should be able to either pop it out or get your fingernails under there. Eventually it did come. Just a little finicky. So there it is, just a little bulb. It's a baby bulb. So I thought, I don't know, maybe you can get them in a pack of 5 or something. The only problem with that is, I'm going to show you the other one. The other one's different. Just a little bulb. Like I say, maybe some parts store can get them, but so this is the other one in there. I noticed a slot for 3, but it only had 2 in it. So I thought maybe you can just spin it with your finger, like stick it in and just turn it with a little bit of pressure, and that actually seemed to work. I'm going to try this one. Push down as hard as I can, and it loosened it. And look how long this one is. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if it's soldered in there or what. I didn't try and take it out because I didn't want to break it. They are working right now, but I just thought it might be interesting to show you that there are all bulbs in there. I don't know if a guy could retrofit something. The whole unit is not worth a whole lot of money, so there's also a little place so that maybe if you had a really thin screwdriver, you could turn it. There, it's locked. You could always push on one of these little holes too. That's that. Let's put it back in. Let's pretend I got a new one. Or a better one. These only go in one way, as we mentioned. You can't swap them around. The wires aren't long enough. And the connectors are different, actually, so... Like I said, the wires, if they could be just a little longer, that would help. Put them both in. Make sure everything works. Hopefully, if you're replacing the switch because there was a problem, it is the switch and not maybe a wire somewhere else. Everything seems to work. So good. I can see maybe if it was acting up where you have to tap it or something to get it to work, or put the 3 screws back in. They're Phillips. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, it should hold them. I'm just thinking, I've had this screwdriver longer than I've been married to my wife. So it's quite a while. I was trying to think of some of the things that I usually tease her about, things like that. This screwdriver must have for like 40 years. The trim goes on. It's got that clip that goes closest to the steering column. So again, just gently sit it in there. Should be able to. It's not hard to clip it back in. Just push with your finger and there, it's snapped in. Then we got the screw on this side. Put that back in. Once that's in, the side piece that hides a few fuses and a fuse block can only go in one way. Remember those clips? Might have to just jiggle it around a little bit to get it in there. Move it up and down just a hair. And it's done. Well, that was pretty easy to do. Just a couple screws and it's out. Hardest thing is probably just trying to take those connectors apart. As for the bulbs, I don't know where you're going to get them. I've been looking around. Unless you get an old unit, maybe somewhere really cheap. But the new ones, you can get them brand new, not for a whole lot of money. Please give me the thumbs up. Click that like button if you like the video. You can also subscribe down in the corner if you haven't already. You should, though, because there'll be more videos on this car. Talking about more videos, what about a playlist? How about above the blue oval here? It's the blue circle there. You'll see the yellow arrow pointing to a card or a thing at the very top there. It takes you to a playlist on this car. There's going to be a whole bunch of videos on there. Might help you save a few bucks, fix something else on your vehicle next time. I gotta go. I'm sure you do too. Well, actually, it probably wouldn't hurt if you just watched a few more of my videos. You and your family stay safe. Bye-bye from Uncle Mark. It's your responsibility and should be priority number 1. Also, give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Plus, please subscribe and you'll get all the notifications. It's easy. The little dog will show you how. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. above the big blue sign there, big blue logo, new,